Welcome back, fellow milk drinkers, to yet another Monday milk review. Today, we're going to be looking at one of the Zooper Dooper range. We're going to be looking at the pineapple flavored milk. For those who don't know, Zooper Dooper came out with a total of 3 flavors. It's the bubblegum, raspberry, and pineapple. I heard from one commenter that the M represents Masters, which is also Big M, which it goes by different names in different states. I'm calling back a comment from like a week or so ago, so I can't really remember it too well. But something way more important and way cooler than that, this is officially the 100th episode of the Monday Milk Review. Isn't that absolutely insane? Many have called me that milk guy, the milkman, but now please call me the man of 100 milks. I feel like I am very deserving of this title. Let's not talk about the fact that I've reviewed over 100 like long ago, but this is very much officially the 100th official episode of the Monday Milk Review on YouTube. For those that don't know, I've been doing this honestly for like, I think 3 years at this point. I don't know, it's so long ago, it's hard to remember. There is still so many more milks to come and I can't wait to keep on going. Please remember to like and subscribe to stick around for all of the milks yet to come. But back to this milk, let's open it right on up. I've already shaken it before we got on camera, so opening it now, stretching that carton back. I hate cartons, to be honest. I hate the way they open. I much prefer bottles. What about you guys? Let's pour it in. I just got a little bit of a whiff from it, and I feel like it smelled like banana, to be honest, but I know it shouldn't. Yeah, there's that pineapple smell. It honestly doesn't smell all that bad. It doesn't really smell artificial. It smells kind of nice. This isn't the first time we've looked at a pineapple milk on the Monday Milk Review. This is actually, in fact, the second. Some would know that Oak actually released a very similar flavored milk, the pineapples flavored milk, which was inspired by the lollies by Allen's. There's one other time we've actually had a pineapple featuring milk, which was the Nippy's Pina Colada. That one I think is now discontinued. You used to be able to get it in some IGAs, but I think they stopped making that. I'm not too sure. The pineapple is available in Woolworths and Coles, and it's going to be some IGAs as well. The serving size is the full carton, and I'll put the nutritional information up for you now if you're interested. But with all that boring stuff aside, let's get into the smell from the glass. It's really sweet. It's honestly a nice, refreshing, subtle sweetness. It doesn't overpower me whatsoever. I've actually had a commenter asking me for ages to do this one. Thank you to Craig for asking. It's about time that I finally got around to it. And with that being said, let's get into it. Okay, that's an unexpected turn. It's actually quite thin. It's not super heavy, and it honestly works so much to the credit of this flavored milk. It emulates the exact same reason why I like the Breaker lime flavored milk. It's the only time that Breaker's thinness really works in their favor, because you want something super light and refreshing, and it's honestly the perfect vehicle of transport, being a fruit flavor for a really thin flavored milk. Usually with the more decadent flavors like chocolate and I think strawberry as well, that thick creaminess is really desirable, but then you've got a certain subsect of flavored milks where their thinness is actually really, really good. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. There aren't too many options that kind of suit that niche, I feel. There's not many times where I'd go like, ooh, I want a light, refreshing chocolate. Usually, if I'm going with chocolate, I want the best, and that's Norco. But if I want something light and refreshing, this actually really opens itself up as an option. The flavor is subtle enough that you're never going to be overwhelmed with it. I honestly think you could drink that very easily, the full thing. I don't often drink 600 mils in one sitting. Usually I'll actually like spread it out, but I actually feel like I could probably do that with this one. Don't forget, that's a very high praise, because I don't say that for like any of the 600ml cartons. And on top of that, this somehow has a 4-star health rating. How the hell has Masters pulled this off? I gotta credit. I really like how it looks, I really like how it feels, and I like the taste. They've done some really good stuff with this flavored milk. I'm gonna have to come out and say it. I think I recommend this one highly. I've never been so surprised by a flavored milk. I probably have. Let's backtrack, because I've reviewed a lot of flavored milks. I have not been expecting that from the Zooper Dooper range. This one has totally blindsided me. I've heard a lot of people talking a lot of bad about this range, and like, wow, it's actually good? Who would have thought? Oh, I can guarantee I'm going to be finishing that one whilst I edit. I'm really enjoying it thus far. I know I've only had a glass, but from that one glass, it's really promising. I actually do recommend everyone go out and try this one. This is one of those new flavored milks that's honestly massively blindsided me. I feel almost pained to say it, but this has got to be a 10 out of 10. I can't critique this at this moment. There's only been a couple of times I've handed out a 10 out of 10, and from memory, that's gonna be Norco, and I think the other one was the Violet Crumble, the original one. That's probably the only 2 times I've handed out a 10 out of 10. Oh my goodness, the Zooper Dooper is getting a 10 out of 10. I did not expect that whatsoever. As an experienced milk, I don't know if I'll ever reach for this again, but honestly, I might. And I can't say that very often. If you've had this one and you have thoughts to share, please drop them down below. I'd love to see what people are thinking about it. If you like that lighter, refreshing flavor, you're probably gonna like pineapple. But I think that's gonna wrap up our 100th episode of the Monday Milk Review. Thank you very much for watching as always. Please remember to like this video and maybe even consider subscribing, and perhaps you'll be around for 100 more. Who knows? But thank you once again, and I'll see you next week in the Monday Milk Review. Bye bye!